Hi guys, Piotr here, this is LiteFinance global YouTube channel, and it's my pleasure to be with you. It's the second part of the bank strategy educational video. Please first watch the first part, second do your own research, do your own homework. Well, of course, we can talk about the big guy strategy, big bank strategy, based on what we see on the market, based on the few other things I'm going to share with you. Then we are going to make the summary of how we can approach and how we can, from the day trading perspective, how we can join, let's call it pari, right? And finally, we are going to check one or two charts ahead of the market open, so we are going to try to prepare some trading plan. All right, so as I mentioned many times, well, you might have some inside information if you have a member of the family working in the investment bank, if you have colleagues, right, if you have some kind of the information. The rest is what we are trying to get by reading the chart, right? So stop count is the name of the game. Then of course the price action around the New York option expiration, as well as the price action around the fix, especially around the London fixing and Tokyo fixing. So that's when we can try to check and read what the big guys may want to do. And again, I'm going to make the summary what I like to trade, how I like to trade. So for example, guys, if we do trading from the higher time frame perspective, right, either around the supply, right, we might have the supply somewhere here, and or if we are trading around some kind of the demand or support level, if you wish, but well, I would say it's a little bit different story in that case, but that's for a completely different video. And then what I like to see is some kind of the price action. Either it could be single candle. Of course, here we are talking about the daily. The horizontal line, the demand supply is based on the daily chart, and we are watching either 1 hour for some kind of the confirmation, and in that case single candle trade, like false upside break, right? So the market is trying to attempt the upside break, leaving the upper shadow and closing the hourly chart below. But here is a danger. We might see another attempt to go higher, and you have to be aggressive. Again, you have to do your own research. You have to check if it's suitable for you, because either we are going to get this type of the price action and we are going to make the retest of the demand, right? Or it could also be another example that market making the false break to the upside. Some guys are trying to trade downside, but market is doing something like this again, right? So stopping more stops above the previous high, right? And then you have to be ready to try to join the pari again. If you are trading this one, you've been stopped out above the previous hourly high, right? And then you wanna trade this type of the swing high price action. That's what I like to see. Another thing, again, the horizontal lines are based on the higher time frame, and I like some setups on the 5 or 1 minute chart when it comes to the day trading, based on either double bottom, where the second bottom, this one over here, is lower than the previous one with a strong rejection immediately, right? Then retest is my entry. All right, then retest is my entry over here, okay, immediately with the stop below the most recent low. And again, the same is working with the possible short setup, right? This type of the price action, and that's where I'm going to look for some kind of the selling opportunity over here. Again, smaller time frame, and that's how it looks. When it comes to this type of the approach, sometimes the entry might be a little bit different, because if you are going to see the latest weakness, in that case somewhere here, right, after huge rally, let me make it a little bit different. That's the last one. So again, horizontal from the higher time frame, right? And if you are going to see this type of the price action, not necessarily has to be double bottom. It might see some kind of the rally, then I'm not necessarily waiting for the retest of the support. It's all about this latest weakness over here, right? Because that could be, right, from here we've seen the sellers, so once the price is going to come back here, they already may want to cover, right? So that's the latest weakness, and if you are going to watch carefully through few previous videos, you are going to get it, right, what I'm talking about. And same here, when there is a stop run to the upside, strong move to the downside, this could be your entry over here and continuation to the demand zone. So that's the three basic setups based only on the price action I'm using. Again, single failure when it comes to the candle, then some kind of the double bottom where the second bottom is lower, and double top where the second top is higher, and the weakness and strength when it comes to the market on smaller time frame. And I might use, after the upside break over here, right, I might use this weakness as a buying opportunity, same as the after latest strength breakthrough retest, that already might be some selling opportunity. That's my approach. That's how I'm trying to read those big guys. And well, again, you have to do your own research. You have to check if it's suitable for yourself. Now, as promised, let's have a look what we have when it comes to the majors. Let's start with the euro dollar. And well, first let me show you that latest rally, as we've seen on the daily chart, is nothing extraordinary, and I'm going to explain you exactly why it wasn't extraordinary, why probably you had a chance to be prepared for this type of the rally. Depends on the price action in the smaller time frame. That's the swing low around the late March, beginning of April 2021, all right? And if you are going to check properly the two candles, one before the low and the one after the low, in a, well, utopia world, the low over here and here should be the same. There was a 1 pip difference, right? And once the market been approaching this level again, it was worth to watch what's going to happen around the line, around this swing low we were discussing right over here. So let's have a look what we have when it comes to the smaller time frame. Let's switch lower to the hourly chart. Let's switch lower to the hourly chart, all right? And there you go. There you go. There was a swing low creation. So it was some kind of the double bottom where the second bottom was lower, as you can see, with the immediate move back, retest, boom, rally to the upside. So it was really very good setup, especially if you are going to take into the consideration the green line levels close to 1710, 1711, and the low it was 5 pips lower. If you are going to add 1 pips, so the stop was 6 pips, and so there was a perfect setup for so nice risk reward is coming to the end based on this 1 hour chart, where I think there is a chance that we are going to see higher levels at least towards this weakness, because we were testing right now this supply. There is one more supply up towards 1830, and that's how it looks for now. When it comes to the demand, I truly believe if we are going to see that was the level from where we made lower low, all right, been broken to the upside and never retest, so the bottom of that candle, all right, and this swing high. So I think that the demand is around 1760, 1745 when it comes to the euro dollar supply around the current level, but it could be some kind of the bull flag and rally up, cleaning some stops. That's how I see the things when it comes to the euro dollar. Now, when it comes to the so it was the perfect setup, and now we discussed where the pullback might take place and what's the target and when the where the supply is. Very similar situation when it comes to the dollar yen. All right, it was also very interesting when it comes to the daily chart and the latest price action. Why it was so nice to watch, especially because of this latest structure to the upside been fully broken, right? So last two swings to the upside been fully broken here. There was an attempt to get back higher. Now what we've seen here, the last swing high, so that was the latest trend, and after the break to the downside, it was the one attempt sold off, second attempt sold off, lower low, right? So it was very interesting. But if you miss those two, previous week there was a perfect opportunity to try to join the party to the short side, taking into the consideration this top of the or day high of that particular day, a big range, broken structure, retest. So we were reacting at the top of that day, at the high of that day, and suddenly it was the boom. So even on the one single daily chart, one single daily candle, it was possible to join the party very next day based on the swing high, right? But let's have a look what we have on the smaller time frame over here. It was here. So let's switch to the hourly chart and let's have a look. What we have on that particular day. So it was the run higher, right? Based on this, we broke the structure, and if you are going to look very closely, pullback rally, full structure been broken. Latest trend, which was somewhere here, it was retested ideally over here. It was the possibility to try to trade that one very next day, and then it was only lower. So what now when it comes to the dollar yen, when it comes to the higher time frame, well, there is a very nice swing low and the possible retest of that zone. So in that case, we might see when it comes to the dollar yen, we might see for now retest of 109 down towards swing low. It's 108.85. If we are going to see some kind of the breakdown, because we've seen there was a stop count here, we went higher, is a stop count here, it might be that we are going to break through just to retest lower levels to look for some stops. So based on this chart, we cannot rule it out 108.30 to be tested, and if we are going to see lower shadow, that could be the nice setup to go higher. When it comes to the hourly chart on the dollar yen, well, where is the taking into the consideration this big rally we've seen over here? Where is the crucial point, untested point? And well, I think there is a nice double bottom here. All right, so we are going to hunt these stops below 109.40, and that's the latest weakness over here. So I'm really not gonna be surprised if we are going to see retest of this 109.5, 85 and some minor rally from here when it comes to the intraday trading. With that being said, guys, it was my pleasure to prepare this second part when it comes to the big bang strategy for you. Wish you great next trading day and see you around. Take care and goodbye.